We talked about the main event, so the white belts have watched that video. But now I want to talk about the co-main event.
Okay.
Max Bless Holloway versus Brian
fight,
No, it didn't happen?
No, it didn't
okay.
happen, yeah.
Then the third fight on the card.
Okay.
Which is Francis Ngannou versus Derrick Black Beast Lewis.
Yeah.
Now, one of the best fights in UFC history, says nobody ever.
Yeah, said no one. Yeah, no one's gonna say that ever.
Talk to me about it. What was up with your boy Francis? Because I know you guys have your African vibe. Did you call him after?
Listen, man, I hit him up. Strangely, I didn't get through. Okay.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I mean, I think something is missing from this guy. Okay,
yes.
And it's understandable. We've seen this before, where a fighter comes off a loss and all of a sudden they're not quite the same mentally.
Right.
The sport, as you and I both know, since we're white belts, is a lot mental and it's a lot physical.
Jose Aldo, Renan Barral, the list goes on and on.
You name them. And so when the mental is not there, no matter how great your Francis looked great physique-wise. I mean, he looked slim, tall, shredded.
Right.
He looked like he was going to get Derrick Lewis out of there.
I thought so.
Obviously, a different story when the fight actually started. I have a couple different takes on why he might not have
Tell the white belts.
Okay, if he... Yeah.
They want to hear.
No, I think, I mean, we did see Lewis touch him early in that fight, okay?
Yes.
I think it was in the first round where Lewis actually landed a punch.
Okay.
And Lewis hits hard.
Very hard.
Perhaps this is what maybe gave Ngannou a little bit of pause and saying, okay, well, I'm not going to close the gap recklessly. I'm going to kind of pick my shots and wait.
Right.
Did he wait a bit too long? I think we can all agree there. But let's not make any mistakes about it. Lewis did test his chin as well, and I think that has to be stated.
Yeah, fair. And I think he did get Ngannou gun shy immediately, like right off the bat. He came out a little bit aggressive, and Ngannou was circling. So automatically he was in that power position. Unfortunately, the momentum never switched over. I mean, the momentum really didn't go on Lewis's side either.
There's no momentum at all in the actual fight.
So that's fine. Ngannou, had a piss poor performance, and I'm glad he came out and said, "Hey guys, I'm sorry. I have no excuse. I'm not injured. I just got beat up by Stipe for 5 rounds. So this fight, I was a little bit worried about getting KO'd and then going all the way down the rankings. So I'm glad he came out with that. Black Beast, on the other hand, I mean, what is your excuse? I guess the back, but how many times are you going to use that?
I think this is maybe me getting a bit more serious, but if you're not healthy, okay, you got to get healthy.
Yes.
So that you can fight to your best potential. You know what I mean? To have him, I guess, in probably the last 3 or 4 fights where he stepped up, fought, somehow managed to win in most of those fights, but then the excuse is always the same. I would have performed better if my back wasn't hurting.
Right.
Well, we got to get that back straightened out, Derrick. I mean, that's just what it is. Am I supposed to listen to this excuse every single time you fight?
Every single time. And I love Black Beast. Every interview, I have to watch this guy. He's just a good, all-around, funny individual with a great Instagram. So if you haven't seen his Instagram, go subscribe to him right now. Shout out to him, right? I hate that excuse because that was a snore fest. And right before that fight, what were you doing? You were talking about this being the real main event on the card, and everybody wants to see you, and you guys should get the points.
Everyone was hyped up for this in terms of if you asked me how is this fight going to finish before the fight started, no brainer. Either Ngannou's going to knock him out, which is what I picked, or obviously Lewis is going to get him out of there. No one in their right mind picked a 3-round snooze fest. So
none of the we'll move on from that fight because that fight was atrocious.
I'm getting upset.
Me too. I don't want to talk about what's next for Black Beast because I think we both agree that's probably the hospital to get his back checked. But I do want to talk about Ngannou because there was so much potential with this guy. He was 1 fight away. This could have been his fight to get back to the title. And actually, that may have been intriguing because maybe he could have, if he won decisively, Daniel Cormier, let's fight.
That would have been there.
Because he's starting to become a big name. But now he's not. So now what's next for him?
I think for Ngannou, I mean, we can't forget the fact that, as much as this guy has been impressive to this point in the UFC, I mean, he is a newer fighter in the UFC, and so he doesn't have the experience of some of these other heavyweights. I think we saw what his potential was, and maybe let's take 2 steps back and give him someone who's kind of on the rise, someone that will give him a good contest, but somewhere where he can basically get his mind back into fighting. I'm looking at maybe... I'm not mad at a JDS fight, frankly. I think JDS is already...
JDS is scheduled to fight this upcoming weekend, actually, against Blagoy Ivanov, who is a newcomer to the UFC that has a pretty good record. So
how do you say his name?
Blagoy Ivanov?
Oh, that's it. That must be exactly how you say it.
That's literally how you say his name. Blagoy. Let me know if I'm wrong.
Or... I mean, someone low in the ranks. Maybe a Chuvasa, Shoot.
Don't give him to Ivanov. Don't do that.
Don't do that? Is that too
Because all I'll tell you is that after that fight, somebody's doing a shoey.
Yeah.
And that boy is time because he's going to put Ngannou to sleep. Actually, it's a fantastic fight.
It's a good fight.
There's just a lot of momentum for Tai.
There's no easy fights in that division right now.
There isn't.
I think I'd probably go that way, but I don't know how you feeling about that.
I feel like JDS actually isn't a bad idea. I think that's a good matchup if JDS can get past Ivanov because JDS has had his time in the title limelight, and now it's kind of time to sail away and let these other newcomers fight for that. I don't really want to see the rematch with Curtis Blades. I don't know.
Not yet.
Maybe give him a relative newcomer in the heavyweight division and just let him get another KO so we all get excited back with him. Because right now on a 2-fight losing streak, we can't afford for him to lose that third one.
No, we
That's
can't.
it.
We can't. It's true. It's true.
We done
he
here?
needs to do. He needs to go on vacation.
Yes.
Get away from the fight game. Just do something. Go back to
Cameroon.
Cameroon. Go back to Cameroon.
And France or wherever.
Either one, you pick. Okay, but just get your mind right. Get back to fighting. It's not the end of the world, but definitely, there's something that
room to grow. He's still new to the sport. Maybe he's been training 3-4 years. There's time.
There's time.
We're still with you, Francis Ngannou. Oos.